Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I have no makeup on and my skin is not looking so good at the moment, which is why I wanted to film a video for you today. I thought I'd make the most of a bad situation and show you guys how I like to cover up or conceal my breakouts. Now, obviously I don't have severe acne, so this is probably more ideal for people who need to spot conceal, whether you have 1 or 2 pimples or even, a handful of pimples. You can still use this technique to get a really natural finish without caking up the makeup too much. So I'm just going to jump straight into it and get these guys covered up. So before I start applying makeup, I just wanted to go over a couple of really quick tips with you. My first one for a natural sort of finish is to not smother your entire face in foundation. If you cover your entire face in layers and layers of foundation and you have raised bumps or raised breakouts, then it's actually going to make the bump appear larger because you're building up more product on top of it. So you're better off just spot concealing and focusing on the area that you really need to. So you can use a BB cream or a foundation as your base to initially even out your skin tone and provide some form of coverage to begin with. I'm taking the Mav Organic BB Creme. The next important thing to remember when you're applying products to areas that are a breakout area or they're irritated, or if you've squeezed a pimple and it's red and sore, then you need to apply your products using a patting or dabbing motion. If you go in with a brush and start sort of scrubbing that area, you're going to irritate it. You're going to possibly lift up flaky skin or dry skin, making your makeup look horrible. So we don't need to apply too much. This initial sort of BB cream coat is just to really even out the entire skin area. Now that I've evened out my skin tone, I'm going to go in and spot conceal where I need to. I'm taking my RMS Beauty Uncover Up Concealer. This is in the shade 22. This concealer is amazing for all over the face. So it's a really versatile concealer. It's nice and creamy, it sets really well, and it has good staying power. With your concealer, it is really, really important, particularly when you're covering up acne or pimples or blemishes, that it is the correct color for your skin. I think a lot of people go towards a lighter shade because they're so desperate. They want to cover up that redness. They think covering it in a lighter color will eliminate that redness, but it actually draws more attention to the area, particularly in photos, and if they have a flash as well, it will show up on camera. I'm just taking a really small concealer brush. This is a very old MAC brush. I can't remember what it's called. I dip the brush into the concealer and then I actually wipe off a lot of the excess onto my hand. I think it's best to work slowly and only apply what you need. So I'm going to go in on this guy and just dab it a few times, and then I also have one up here that I will dab a few times. Now, what I like to do as well is actually let the concealer sit on the spot for a couple of minutes. So I'm going to go and apply some under eye concealer while I wait for that to settle. Now that I've let that settle a little bit, I'm going to go back in with the same brush and I'm just going to gently blend out the edges to let it sort of melt into the other area of my face where I've applied the BB cream. To set everything in place, again, you need to be careful and use dabbing motions. I'm using my RMS Beauty Unpowder. This is a translucent powder. Now, the best way to conceal blemishes is using something flat, either a little flat powder puff like this, or if you don't have one of these, you can actually use your beauty blender to apply the powder. This is not where we're baking and smashing our face with powder. You basically shouldn't be able to see it on the skin. So you only need a very small amount. So I'm just going to hold the little pad like this. We're just going to use rolling motions just to really push that into the skin. Now, if you've found after you've applied your powder that it has removed a little bit of the concealer, or if you feel like you need a little bit more coverage, you can actually go back in with the teeny tiniest amount of concealer on that flat concealer brush again, and just very gently just dab it where you need to cover. Just be very careful that you don't rub or put too much on, but it does actually give the concealer something to stick to once you've got that powder on your face. And then I wouldn't put any powder on over that again. I would just leave it as it is after that. To finish off, I'm just going to add a little bit of color back into my face because I kind of look like a ghost at the moment. I'm taking the Mav Anti-Aging Mineral Foundation in light to medium, and I'm using the kabuki brush to apply this. So that's it for my tutorial today. I really hope you found it helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions at all in the comments down below. You can also head to my blog, mydaintyderriere.com. I have a lot of useful information, reviews, tips, and links to all of these skincare and makeup products that I use and recommend. Thank you so much for watching my video today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!